There's smoke for this retake. 2 smokes and
boost. I
a
like
flashbang and a kit. So Complexity can execute a pretty nice retake here.
I like this post plan setup from Big, and now they're getting aggressive. Vaven goes in for information, spots out JT, and takes him down low. 40 health left on JT. And he's the kit carrier, but he has his teammates as they swing. Captain's position, unexpected, but they still deal with it. Now it's Crimbo and Keto looking to pull off the 2v4. Defuse being stuck inside of that smoke. It's JT with the kit. Crimbo goes flying around the corner, didn't target the diffuser, and that is going to be Complexity with the first round.
It's such a like a tantalizing position though. You feel so strong as a T when you're in it. You're like, yes, I got it. I'm ready. Well, Keto is going to go down. JT and Halzerk with the opening kills.
Yeah, they used that smoke really well to just get these first 2 kills picked up. Crimbo goes back and has a little bit of a go for Big.
Pretty strong position to watch for this kind of a flank at the moment. And ooh, a little bit of a dink, but Grim is there in support. Now it gets a little bit dicey because Grim can't really take his attention away from stairs whatsoever.
Oh, what a shot from Tapsin. Grim on the bottom of the stairs. Gets himself a double kill. Crimbo and Tapsin no longer here on the server. And just Faven left. Galil on low HP, and Grim just a quick reposition. Finds himself another. So 2-0 start for Complexity.
Well, it looks like they're thinking the same thing. Faven's already moving up. Tapsin's in tandem with him. Halzerk feels the pressure. He takes a lot of damage, but he's backed away. Yeah, this feels like FURIA.
This is much faster. Yeah, absolutely. Halzerk with the first headshot, though. Unfortunately, Faven, although he was quick about it, he's also quick to die. Tapsin's going to pick up the rifle and move in towards the side. They think short is occupied, but there's no one here right now. Complexity have just fallen back, and it's working out really well for them. They're just taking every single pick, one by one. Big walking into their crosshairs, and just Crimbo and Keto left.
Yeah, I mean, at least putting some pressure, forcing that all back. I think if that's an actual round where they have 5 weapons, that probably looks a lot cleaner with utility and executes. But
Biggie, they are like mix their style, like swapping things and playing more slowly. So I think they.
Oh, Crimbo starting to pull this back. Okay, that was kind of nuts.
Go on, yeah, that was
really
great.
Yeah.
You take some of the economy out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Younger talent into the team, like less experience and younger players who like want to be a little bit more free-flowing. That's a great opening kill.
He has a lot to do. He's just going to toss out the utility and try and slow Big down, but you know, the Wolf's at the door. And his teammates are going to start to rotate in. They're going to go for the bomb plant here, Big. It's the flank through the bottom of the ramp, getting spotted by Crimbo. Massive double from Crimbo. Halzerk and Fine can't do anything about this, so they'll have to save.
It's really difficult.
It can be a very weird fight.
Yeah.
I mean, also smart for Crimbo as well. Just being aware that the potential of a second player coming too. So often you'll see someone get that first kill and like turn their back to it. And
Always too good.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Keto's in a position again.
The Tabs is about to get the first kill. Halzerk scoped in on him. He's got a rifle beside him again and Fang. And this combo's been pretty good at bringing Big down towards ramp. These slower plays not working for Big, just allowing easy kills for Halzerk and Fang, and they're down to 2 players again. Now Keto has to make something happen from this play.
Well, Hype is booking it out of there, but they can hear it the whole way. But Keto's in such a strong position.
He wants to draw them back, because if he draws them back and makes them rotate into Keto, maybe he can pick off 1 or 2 on the rotation, and then suddenly you got a chance back in this for Big. They can't really cross right now. They can't cross over to the side, so Hype can lock that bomb plant in. And JT's about to kill him on the flank, though. Around the backside, it's all set up for the German AWPer. He'll hit the first, and now drop down. He's run out of ammo, and he's got to get behind cover, and that's frustrating.
Oh, that new AWP ammo.
What do you think of that? What do you think of the 5 bullets?
Yeah, I like it, bro.
You like it?
Yeah, yeah.
2 players in mid, so Floppy's alone. And we'll see. He just put out the smoke that you touched on top of stairs, so we'll see if in like 15 seconds, if this starts to shift, maybe they don't get a chance. Grim! That's an important double kill, and he's got the bomb down, but you can't really protect that too much, although Floppy does join in. Grim and Floppy are just keeping an eye on the bomb. Halzerk's got to make sure nobody's flanking them from the B bomb site, and he's got to make sure nobody's flanking them from A bomb site, so poor guy's got to look at everything.
Well, here comes Crimbo, looking to try and pick up that bomb again. He's in a really tough fight, so he's got his teammate running in, and Hype just runs right into it. An aggressive AWP player, and he'll go for a second. This time it won't connect, but Crimbo will. 17 seconds, Keto. Surely he has locked in here. Halzerk, though, catches the timing, and the time is certainly the most important talking point here. Crimbo sprinting over towards the A site. There'll be just enough time to lock that bomb plant in, and he can actually set up towards short. Holzerk's arrived. The Molotov's not going to cause too many problems. Holzerk just runs right through it. Goes for the kill. And what a way to win it.
That's an attitude.
Teabag too.
Oh, I love everything about it.
I love that from Holzerk, the mullet man. Yeah, they're going aggressive here on ramp, at least for JT. Kito's already on up. Oh, he spots the head of the sandbags, but it's Grim that does so well. He's about to be mullied out of position. Yeah,
he's
got to
make
swing
a play.
and make a play with Fang, and that's going to work out. Fang just runs through short, gets a kill in the MP9, and most importantly, he actually gets away with his life too.
I think they have a good call, but they didn't like make good, you know?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, they start to pull it back, but just Crimbo now. But a 1 versus 2 is very doable for Crimbo, especially if Fang just walks back into his crosshair. And now into the 1 versus 1, and it is Holzerk, the danger man. If Crimbo just gets onto the stairs and just, or even Tetris, he's just got a lot of cover. He can just play for info, and Holzerk can't force him out. He can't smoke the bomb and create that pressure. So Crimbo is just kind of stuck here right now. And a really good spot, but he overextends. He gives too much to the AWP, and Holzerk just takes him out. You can see Crimbo is super frustrated about that one because he knew that one was favorable to him.
They're comfortable playing like that, right?
Complexity or big?
Yeah, complexity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a risk, right? These retakes can be so difficult, but now you're seeing that utility deployed. Oh, look at the setup.
Oh.
However, the kills go all the wrong way. Fang's going to try and bring it back into a 2-on-3, picked off through the wall, and this is disaster striking.
Holzerk is doing a great job. They're doing like the sandbag smoke that holding big a lot.
Yep.
So if they just keep this default, you know,
yeah,
it will be better.
Let's see what he's able to get done. Nice shot on Hyped. It's going to take him down low to 30 HP. And he's going to spot him over the top of the smoke. So Hyped is gone. That's a good job done from Holzerk, but now Big shifting back to B. And there's a peek. They spotted the head. They spat through the wood and no problem to take Grim out. Now JT, he's got the Deagle in hand. And Floppy's there to try and help him out and set up distraction for JT to unleash the Deag.
Oh god, he's in such a tough spot. Nade at his feet, 21 health. This is amazing, he's alive. Finally taken down. Fang's here. He's low now as well. Holzerk's arrived with the scout. Keto and Crimbo left in a 2v2.
Well, somehow Complexity have worked their way into a winnable position here. 50 seconds left. Keto throwing the utility out, but there's still a gap for Holzerk to watch on the cross. But Keto doesn't overextend. And now running in, Holzerk hits the shot. Keto down to 3 health. Very lucky to be alive here as Holzerk is just dancing around the side. Another shot. Oh! The Norwegian Scoutsman finds himself around for Complexity. And that's a 10th round pulled out of basically nothing.
He doesn't even need an op.
Oh, Fang nearly fumbles the movement, but does get back into short before going to his death. And Holzerk only needs a pixel. He goes again. This time he has to surely fall back. But he's keep going because he has Fang to make him feel confident about just running into it. Holzerk got the kill actually with a 5-7. This is just wild. Complexity playing with full confidence, and it's just Crimbo. Sure, Crimbo has started to pull rounds back and make us believe, but he's so low on health at 14 now. Complexity should not be allowing this 11th round to slip, and they won't. Fang confirms. 11-4 half from Complexity. The story of Holzerk's domination. We'll see if it continues as we head into the second.
Tell K-Serrano to pick those bad boys up. I bet he could do some highlights.
He definitely would.
He won up.
He's not going to let him. Well, a good start here for JT and Floppy. That's going to be Complexity up 2 players in the pistol, and Tabson, well, he's up here on the ramp, and he might have a few kills coming his way. Just 1, though, for Tabson, as Fang will take out the German in-game leader, leaving Crimbo and Keto to pull off the 2 versus 4.
Although I say that, Crimbo pushing up to scaffolding can be a real problem.
Here's Crimbo. Oh, and it's a nice headshot for Crimbo locked in. It's now the advantage still with Complexity, but Crimbo starting to pull it back. And another kill for him. Grim coming through elevator. As you said, wait for him because he's the player on the flank that should have closed it, but he didn't. Oh no, suddenly it's a 1 versus 1 and Keto can bring down JT. And Big can pull this off, and they have. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Grim is going to be kicking himself.
Holzerk's got an angle. Grim is going to join up. Fang is here. And Big's defense at A is being tested.
Ooh. Holzerk can find. Quick 2 kills coming in. Crimbo had a wide angle and it wasn't detected, so it's an easy kill for him in the end. And now we're looking at Complexity Trying to pressure this B site. Hype gets close to the wood. Oh, good clear from JT. Lovely headshot. Bomb is now being collected too from Fang. He's quite far away from his team, but eventually he'll join them. And Crimbo and Faven trying to get over here in time. Unless there's a mistake here from Complexity, they should have the advantage in the post plant. Crimbo is looking to climb over the smoke, not seeing Floppy, but maybe with the tower of players coming over the top, they'll get that kill back, and they will. And now they know that Floppy's close. Faven's going to check him, and it's just Fang left. Complexity once again from an advantageous position to having to fight for their life in the clutch. Fang sees his first opponent, Crimbo, down, and now just one more. Faven's so low, and Fang's seen him. He's jumping, he's toying with him on the boxes, and Fang will lock in the headshot. Complexity do get the round in the end.
Although Complexity got to abuse it a little bit, right? Like Halzorg being able to slide up along the railing was quite nice. That's a nice opening pit from Hype to give him a 5-on-4, but Fang and Floppy still going to slot into position behind it.
Well, they throw the one way out, but it's a little bit too late because Fang is already pushed up beside it. They're going to Molotov out the sandbags, but tabseN's using the smoke to perfection. Crimbo helps him. And Complexity down to just 2 players. They tried a quick A play, and it doesn't really work for them at all. Hype gets away with the aggressive kill, then the smoke comes out. They've got to really pull this one back, and Halzorg started the proceedings. He's picked up tabseN. Oh, Crimbo, he's behind him. Oh my god, what is happening here? Oh my goodness, this is all going in the end. They will finally take the round.
So you have a lot of information.
That is a bold play.
Oh, okay, JT. He does have this in him, you know. JT does randomly hit some incredible deke shots, and that cracks open the B site completely.
It's the push from Faven actually backfires with that kill. He's the support player that's supposed to fall back from middle to help out over a B. Yeah. So now this is awkward. This can actually very quickly spiral out of control.
Now they're wondering how the hell Faven's there. And so, well, they've got the information. But Complexity's still in a good spot. Floppy's got a kill. He'll take down Faven. Oh, Fang. Oh, not pretty, but he'll stay up at least. Now he's distracted and kept hyped in mid. If he can just keep him there, but Floppy's got to do everything. Denies the defuse. Fang hit the headshot in mid too, and now suddenly it's only Crimbo, and the time it's ticking. It's a kill for Crimbo. Now straight onto the defuse. Flash deployed. Fang running over the top. Knife out. Gets it done. And secures the round for Complexity.
It's grimy. Woo! It's grimy, but they do take the victory. Well done from Complexity, and that's, I mean, give it props over to JT.
Here comes this smoke again. Oh, from Hyped. It's a little bit too late as they just pressure. They don't want to be caught behind it. They know what happens when that smoke comes up and they get caught right behind the smoke. Big have taken those kills. And now a 2 versus 2. Up and towards the site. Hyped is still alive. Flash goes out. And he's got a gap here. Oh, Halzorg blinded, still takes the kill, and a second locked in. Ooh, that is ridiculous in Halzorg. 27 kills now on his name. He's just been so good in this series.
I think it could have gone a little bit better for Big. Complexity sees this smoke coming out, and they take the fights before because they know once that smoke goes up, their opportunities are gone after that.
When the round began and there was like 4v4.
Fake from Complexity, it's just showing presence and pressure but not actually being applied, but that smoke in middle made them very nervous.
Well, they picked up the bomb now.
Now it's a save.
Now it's a save. There's the smoke. Or is it Jason? Here we go.
Oh, get the hell out.
Get out of there.
Don't do this.
Oh my goodness, are they actually going for it? Oh, here they go. They're going for it. They're attempting it. They're running in with 10 seconds left, and they're getting absolutely destroyed. No time to win the round. Should have listened to Gary there. Should have saved. We can no longer have this 4-man setup on the A side, so we have to go back over towards middle, back towards B, and hope that Complexity haven't hit there in time.
Oh, he's caught in transition. Caught in transition. Good shot from Grim. But this play, this adjustment from Complexity took a long time, so there's defenders here. tabseN and Keto, you'll have no idea. Important trade. There's one more over at Generator. Another trade for Fang. And Hyped is alone with the AWP, and now he's got to clutch a 1v2. No kit. Might be one on the ground. He's just picked it up.
Now, 2 flashes locked in too, and if I know Hyped, he's going to be going for this aggressive first pick. He wants to play contact until he sees the first player, and then it will be on. But is he ready for this tight angle? Fine, he won't be. The headshot locked in for the Canadian, and it's 15-13 Complexity at map point. He'll just have to get info, do a little bit of damage, drop back in the elevator. And also the B fights, an MP9 committed in front of those smokes too. Grim getting caught. damaged slightly, and keto actually uses his position to upgrade into a better weapon. Keto now uses that Galil to devastating effect, and tabseN comes back. Okay, they've started to really rein this one in. It's just Fang left, and he can't do anything. Complexity dropped the ball here. This was a great opportunity.
coldzera ended the first half after CT side at 20-5. He's 28-17. Back to middle. They feel a real weakness in this mid presence for Big. And it's all on this, and it's fast.
Oh, Crimbo could put himself up to 30, but the first spray isn't good. Has to take a second to readjust himself and compose once more. Lucky at least takes one, but Keto's on the stairway. They're looking for him, and now they know exactly where he is because he's dropped one player in the bomb twice. Keto with 2, and now just coldzera left. He's hit that 30 mark, but he wants more. He wants to close this in regulation for Complexity, but it's going to be so difficult removing tabseN and Hyped. Throws the Molotov in, taps to try and pull tabseN into the fight, but it isn't going to happen. These aren't the kind of players that make these kind of mistakes, but coldzera goes into them! Oh, but Hyped over the top of construction, drags this all the way to overtime, ties this up. Big versus Complexity needs the bonus rounds, Jason.
Nowhere to go. He can't go forward, he can't go backwards.
You need to have a plan.
Yep. Good flashbang, good pick.
Yeah, really good pick from coldzera. Very quick. His Hype was trying to fall away, but tabseN stays around, and coldzera is able to take 2 from that. Now he starts to move forward. Crimbo, a lot more pressure on his shoulders now that he's lost 2 members of his team towards this side of the map. And sure, he's been great, but there's going to be a lot of people coming his way. Oh, coldzera with another one.
I think they're giving it to him, to be fair. I think tabseN was like hypnotized and couldn't move.
Just crossed all in front of him.
Just Crimbo really wanted an AK-47.
Oh, at this point, Big down 2 players. Oh, Faven nearly started taking the silencer off, and now he'll silence the plant, and 2 players go down in Faven's hands. It's now coldzera can find the need to close this one out for Complexity to secure this round, and the nade is perfect. coldzera on for the ace. He's on for all 5 players. The nade goes soaring through the smoke, and Keto is repositioned. He's at the ladder room.
And coldzera is just like playing off ramp.
Yeah.
And trying to pick off something.
Oh, coldzera, here he goes. Oh, what a way to close it.
That's all 5.
That's all
an ace.
5 kills. That's the ace with a no-scope finish. That's perfect. That's like having a cake with a cherry on top. Keto.
You need to kill 2.
Needs 2 kills here. Okay. Well, let's see if he gets them.
Nope.
Well, the answer to that is a swift no. Keto has been so good so far, but not a single kill, and this puts more pressure on Faven. He's going to be Molotov. Good first kill. coldzera, of course, with the wall bang in return. Complexity into the site. tabseN. Oh, similar move to what Faven tried to run in the previous round. It's just 1, though, for tabseN, and coldzera, maybe a little bit too confident. Jumps up, gives his life away. Now just Crimbo as JT eliminates Hyped. Crimbo in the clutch. He's won a few of them in his career. Some big ones for Big. He slipped through the smoke as he phases it. It's a kill on JT. That's the bomb down. They didn't confirm the bomb plant. Now Crimbo's locked in his next victim. He sees Fang in the sight, and Crimbo has some solid cover to play with, but Fang just shoots right through it.
Those rounds are so close. If you see this on the CT side, you're thinking they're going to be coming mid, right? Because it's preventing anyone from rotating over.
That molly's so ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. coldzera, even more so. A 2nd kill collected for the Norwegian Alper in this round.
He's in a real... I feel like... I'm not trying to be super critical of Big, but I feel like he's like a really easy CT side. He's not having flashes in his face. There's utility. They're not throwing smoke walls at him whatsoever. He's had a lot of really clean looks.
Clean? Yes. Yeah, really clean. I don't know why, because Big uses really good grenades.
Yeah, when you think of Big, you think, oh no, don't do that, Fang. Keep gun out. Hyped around the corner. He's got 1. Oh, almost traded. JT and Fang to close it out, and 2 more chances for Complexity. Position, though, they have to stay aggressive at the top of the stairs because there's no one in mid for Complexity. They don't have any information whatsoever, so they're constantly worried about their flank.
Oh, what a peek from Keto. Oh, nearly gets another. Luckily, Floppy is there to get the trade kill, but a 3 versus 3. Big starting to make their way through middle, and look at this. coldzera in behind, doesn't strike, doesn't give away his position. In the meantime, his teammates are falling down, so it is on coldzera to have this impact, and he has the kill locked in on Crimbo. He'll switch out to the AK-47, and it's on coldzera to try and close it out in this round. This map can go their way if he can pull off this 1 versus 2, and nearly gets back to tabseN, who was low. But unfortunately, for Complexity, it'll have to be done in another round. Big stay up. Fang's on 32. You know, if it was any other game, we'd be saying, Fang's playing sick. But Volzerk's just kind of nuts.
He is playing sick, and you got to think of it this way. Ooh, nice shot.
That's so ridiculous.
Think of it this way, too. Volzerk and Fang play at the A-bomb site on the CT side, and they play at the bottom of ramp on the T side as well. I don't think you're avoiding Volzerk. He's shifting over right now, and you know he's going to get stuck into the action.
Yeah, he's going to run on in.
No utility for Grim. Only one smoke for Floppy. He's got to save it for a Molotov at his position. That's an important kill. 5 on 3.
Oh. Fire forces Floppy into the fight, but he still will fight. Stands to take Crimbo. Keto replies, a missed shot this time from Volzerk, but it's still a 4 versus 2 for Complexity. They are in pole position, especially with this flank coming in from firing around the backside of the stairs. They should be closing out this map now. Just one player left, and they have done it. Complexity with Volzerk's powerful performance alongside Fang. They're able to take map number 1 versus Big. It was an absolute pleasure to watch that performance coming through.
Yeah, tough game. Tough game to go into overtime, but 44 on Volzerk, as you said, and Fang with 31 as well. Those guys were incredible. Both teams kind of like this map at the moment.
Yeah. But I think Complex have upper hand.
Well, they certainly do now. That's
well, yep, indeed. Crimbo had the dual brothers out. He was looking ready to take down a few, but instantly gets destroyed.
No.
Why are they going through Temple with a bomb? This is just wild. Complexity are just throwing themselves to the wolves right now. Big are just taking this one. Back to a 2 versus 2. Floppy at least handles Tabson and just Faven left, but it's a 1 versus 1. And this round is just mental. Complexity cut through the initial defense and then steamroll through the Temple. Through Donut, back to middle, over towards the B-bomb site where he's now been able to lock in the plant. Faven eventually will realize that, and he's looking for his 4th kill of the round. Oh, has a chance. Remember, Faven is so low, so it only takes 1 bullet. He landed first, but JT able to win the round for Complexity. The situation just wasn't perfect to deal with. I think maybe a little bit late on the timing of the swing, and now Keto, re-peeks, recommits, and Floppy takes the headshot that time. Complexity now up a player. Faven trying to make sure that hole is patched up, and he's hit another one. Now continuing to move forward into the side. He's getting a couple of cracks of the whip here. And he might still get more because he's still up.
That's a bad smoke, too. He can actually use that to swing out a little bit wide if he wants to, but obviously a player in cave would ruin that, so he holds back. And that's actually an interesting retake coming in for Big. 4 on 3, and they've got some weapons to work with, and Grim's out in the open. He left cover, and that gets punished. JT is up next. Good kills. The impact continues for JT.
That's kind of nutty. That's actually wild from JT on the Galil. The control he has of the weapon is not easy to do. And Faven goes back down into what's Fang, who swings on low health and hits the headshot. 2-0 start for Complexity, and it's JT once again saving the day there.
Yeah, important round. Some approach that city players could do, and for example, right now Big just respecting the smokes on me, and this could happen. Right?
We see every team has this play right now, this like one lurker getting up. I mean, just due to the smokes, it's so much easier than I feel like it used to. Okay.
Oh, well, the kills from Hyped and Tabson have really put Big in the perfect position to convert on their first round win. 43 seconds, you'll come out of the cave. There is one player towards the B side of things, that's Keto, and eventually Faven is starting to back up here too. They've got info that they have slipped out towards the side. Here goes JT. No kill this time. Keto with the perfect headshot is now just Grim, who can't manage much either. So Big have their first round.
Do you notice a lot of teams like fighting for it right now? Because I mean, it just seems so hard to stop that like smoke in the donut choke point, smoke at the stairs, and then like a lurker pushes. Actually, hold the phone, hold the idea, hold the thought. Oh. Important trades, important missed shots.
Again.
Yeah, double entry, but it's all helped by Faven missing half the magazine. Now JT's dropped with utility in hand, but Volzerk's there for the trade. Floppy's got one next, and Hyped is going to save.
But I think we have sometimes of teams that try to fight me and try to be really dynamic on B side, and teams that just give it up and try to like retake bombs.
Right.
And it's shoot different approach like Vertigo.
So Complexity losing that 10-5 lead at halftime yesterday really wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Perfect. We got him. We bailed Complexity out. Keto's got an opening kill, Tabson with another one, and this time the fight comes from B lane.
Yes.
And they get deleted. And that fight from like lane is you're not catching the utility that Complexity is spending in middle, right? Like, you're not eating the flashbangs that they're throwing for the stairs player, the donut player. You kind of get a swing with it, and you have Tabson fighting up top as well for a distraction. Oh, okay, JT. At some point, we're going to have to stop being surprised. I don't think you clear this position so much unless you get like a glimpse of a shoulder. And the longer it takes for them to get comfortable inside this bomb site, the closer his teammates are going to come. There goes JT. There goes the planter. Nice pounce. The FUMAS can handle those fights.
Yeah.
No problem.
When they're not looking at you.
Yeah,
and,
it's great.
Well, this is another quick round from Complexity, this time in towards A. They're just charging through A main. Crimbo at default box gets tapped a little bit, but he's under pressure with a utility, and they commit to the fight at CT, which Fang wins against Tabson. Now they're through the temple. Now they're going quick, and luckily a couple of kills come in here for Big, but once again, JT finding the most important impact, and Complexity win it on a fast A play.
The structure that the Big is playing, it's not good for City side right now.
Yeah, and no matter how good he's playing, it's like you're having to deliver something special in difficult situations multiple times. Oh, dear.
Hyped with a double on the P250. Holzrick just sends one back through. This round has everything as Tabson just turns 180 right into the head of Grim, and now it's just Fang left alone. What the hell has happened here? P250's all over the show. Fine trying to claw this one back, and well, he's done exactly that, but the flank of Crimbo is enough to confirm it. Big will pick up the round on the back of some ridiculous pistol antics from Hype. Fang's pushed towards middle into the cutout. Is Hype going to be ready for this? He got the info and will just immediately dive around the corner for the kill.
That's a great flashbang from Tabson, falling back from the B bomb site to chuck it over the ceiling, or over the roof, over the wall, I should say.
Here they come in towards B this time. It's Floppy with the first kill on Favin. No one's responded yet from Big. They can't really, unless that's the kind of move you want to go with. It has a lot of risk behind it. And it doesn't work out for Hype. It's now Complexity, up a player, bomb down, but Crimbo once again on the flank. This time it's an AWP on the flank, though. They read it. Oh, Tabson. Lovely headshot on Floppy, and now Crimbo doesn't even have to see anybody. He can just keep flanking up.
Doesn't reveal the flank with that kill.
Oh, JT with a one-tap, 15 and 5. Now it's just Crimbo. No kit on his back. AWP on the flank. He's worried about so many different positions.
In the early going of, and this is the 11th round.
It's kind of crazy.
Awesome performance from JT. Crimbo gets one on the exit in garbage time, and JT does go down.
Tabson didn't see.
He's dead.
Wow, Fine will not miss that. That's an easy kill for Fine to collect. Now Quito is coming to get the trade kill, but there's a lot of players coming Complexity's way, or rather Quito's way. In middle, JT again. A nice headshot, Quito down this time. Now the bomb is shifting its attentions back to B, where it's empty. There isn't a single CT player here right now, so that's going to be Complexity's sight, and looking good for the round. Flash goes in. They're not playing with it just yet. Now they start to move forward big on this retake attempt. Grim with a first swing out. Crimbo replies immediately. Is there enough of a gap here? JT will certainly try to use that. Does some damage. Crimbo getting onto the defuse, stopped by the wall bang, and it's all on Hyped. Trying to get away with the AWP, just sprinting to save and spawn. Got quite a distance around with a new blast radius, and he will make it no issue as he's over towards that side of the map with the AWP at his back. But that's Complexity with 10. Aggressing out mid, you'll often see Fang in the demos, I'm sure, from this tournament, getting aggressive and continue that fight. But Hyped is the player that's going to draw first blood in round 15. Floppy's already out. Amen, this time fighting Tabson, catches him and puts Tabson in the ground. Now Hyped has to come back and watch that crossover, but he doesn't see anybody, and he's worried that someone's already in Temple. And he's right, because Floppy is here already, but he's not going around the corner just yet.
Oh, you got to worry about Crimbo, though, over in Donut. There's no more utility to block this off. Nothing whatsoever. They need the kill. Floppy turns from a flash, gets one, almost a second. And there's Hyped chiming in. Fang goes down, and Holzerk's the only one left, but he does have the bomb, and he has slipped the net.
Holzerk likes to fight. He loves to fight, in fact. And he has a 1 versus 1 here, but now the longer he waits, the more they gather up, more they group up, and they can just trade him out. So realizes now that there's no time for this. He's missed that window of opportunity to get that 1v1 and stands and fights. That's the kill that's needed. Now he goes for a second, but Keto is quicker to the headshot, and Big will secure 5 rounds in this half.
That's all he could have done. He took the fight, he didn't have it, and then after that, once you get that first kill, there's nowhere else to go. You want to keep challenging from Cave.
Desperately looking for a pistol as they walk through middle with 4 players. Grim spotting them from Donut, drops back into the site and trying to pull them into this setup. But Crimbo's cracked open the first skull. Grim under pressure. Remember, his teammate's up on the boost too. He's helping with the A-main problem, but Halzer's fallen, and every single kill for Big is just coming in one by one.
Much like Vertigo, they needed the pistol to make this a lot easier for Big, and they're going to get it. Floppy, only 2. 10-6. This was something JT did a lot against Imperial yesterday. He was challenging down B ramp with frequency, and they've got an opening kill. That's Faven to go down. However, it's only Fang coming out of Donut, can't handle the Deagle, can't handle Hype's AK, and the A-bomb site is lost.
Nice reaction.
They're going for this. They might lose everything. Complexity.
Well, Keto's rightful strikes first and second. Just Halzer and no heroics out of a scout this time around. And everything is lost for Complexity. So we're now looking at 8 rounds.
We saw Big throwing those flashbangs from the A-bomb site from like CT spawn over the wall as well towards middle. There's nobody set up for that from Complexity, and now they're boxed forward into this aggressive stance. That's a good win. They still don't know about the second player. So Tabson thinks he has an advantage, but he might be wrong. Oh, Fang, you need it, and you missed the opportunity. Could never find a clean fight, and now the A-bomb site is lost. It's cracked open. Tabson and Crimbo to slide in.
Oh, they really needed that kill. Fang was set up for it, just couldn't get away with it. Now Halzer's about to be caught on timing. Crimbo is going to take him out, and Faven closes. 9 rounds now for Big, just 1 round separating the 2 teams.
Big is actually showing no presence. They have presence in middle, they have utility there, they were throwing utility at the B bomb site, but this is the exact defense you wanted to see Big run in the first half, was put in op at the A bomb site, and then put more bodies in middle, more bodies elsewhere so you can actually fight, and Complexity's got an advantage so far, and Hyped might rip it out of their hands.
Oh, what a great second shot from him. Maybe on for something here if he goes towards CT. This tight angle on the right, it's difficult to deal with that one. Floppy's M4A4 rings out, just Faven left in a 1 versus 3. And the donut fight comes around the corner, and Fang will bring Complexity back into the lead, 11-10.
This is the same setup minus the B ramp push.
All right, JT, here we go. Oh, doesn't win it. But he at least gets the information now. They have penetrated the red room. They're behind enemy lines here. A lot of damage done onto Keto.
Complexity has 3 players in this position, though. They really need to clear Keto out like right now. This has to happen quick. Oh, what a shot. Karim is going to miss as well, and Keto, oh, he's just sealed the deal unless Halzerk steps up, a quick flick over, can't find 3.
Oh, I thought if he hit that 3rd kill, I would have lost it. But Fang left now, can't do anything, and Big.
If you put Fang in the more prioritized position, he can double peek that with Floppy, they can clear it out.
I think they had the right idea. They're trying the best of they could do in that round. I think it was a really good call. But Keto, he's not supposed to win those fights.
Yeah, quick play for Big. Quick reaction when they lose Tabson, just charge straight in towards this B side. Oh, Hype has hit the shot, but it's not enough damage to bring down the player in front of him. Keto let off the leash, but only 1 kill. Grim is making that Khalil work out. On Complexity, they have the advantage, but it's short-lived.
Short-lived, and I think now with the utility in place, nothing to really deal with. Faven's running out of bullets, and I'm not sure about that push. Now Hyped is in a tough spot, and he's pressured. He's down, and now the weapons are there. A tough round to save for Crimbo.
Crimbo's a Molotov, though. He's going to have to use it. This is the saving grace for him. If he can run the clock down, they get onto it. They're trying to get it. Oh, they can't. They can't do it. Crimbo's Molotov saves him, and that's the round picked up. Oh, that got very scary for Big. They definitely caused problems. They could have even won the round. But luckily, Crimbo played for the late game, had the Molotov in hand, and had the line up to use. Up towards Jaguar, looking to put pressure on Faven. Nick goes forward, but it's not going to reach him. And Faven gets in the fight, and they set him up for an easy double. JT comes around and gets at least 1 trade, but it's a 2-for-1, and Big are coming out on top. And now they see potentially a weakness after seeing so many players towards B that this A site might have an opening. Well, those kills aren't coming, Jason.
No. Yeah, this is a really risky retake.
Oh,
now you have to
no.
back away. Halzark's going to go for one, but you cannot go for this and lose everything. And they stuck around just a little bit too long, which bought Crimbo time to wrap Fang. And they want the AWP. They're going to try and hunt him down, but he's too far. Keto can get him.
Keto could definitely get him. I think he's not getting this into the next round. Oh my. Okay. Complexity have nothing now.
Yeah.
They just lost pretty much everything that's relevant. Enthusiastic about anything Complexity do in this round when you've lost the first player. Sure, you got a flank, but you can't really win these fights against the rifles. It's kind of wild they're still fighting this, and Keto will hit the headshot onto Halzark, and it did get a little worried for just a second. Maybe Keto will go down, but just nice and easy for Big in the end. Map point coming up. Well, the risk to pick this map into Big, not really working at the moment. Keto and Crimbo making their way out of A main, and Grim is here right now behind the tall box. They're going to nade stack out the side. Grim now aware of multiple players coming in on his right side, but is he able to do anything about it? Halzark has chimed in, Complexity have drawn those numbers back, and Grim hasn't revealed his position. And they're going to start to fall away and try and challenge down Red Room, where Fang is currently holding, and does a great job of pulling Complexity back into the advantageous position and extends upon it.
Here we go. Molotov is surely going to be the end. Forces him out into the open. Nicely done from Tabson. Oh, here's the footsteps, though.
Oh, he's ready now. He's primed.
Yeah.
Oh, Crimbo. The barrel spotted. JT a little bit premature. And now he's going to drop back into the site. Crimbo chasing after him. Knows where he has to be. But Halzark's over here now. He's made this rotation of the AWP. JT is under a lot of pressure, and Crimbo forces that fight. Now Tabson starts to think about the AWP position. Molotov's it. Now checks. Grim goes down. And what a recovery this is. But suddenly, it is only Tabson left as Halzark sends the nade in. And
Oh, no
headshot.
way!
Tabson with the one tap to the head. Forces map 3 in this series. Big had to dig deep to come back from that first half showing, and they do it.
Yeah, impressive that they pull it off, too, because we saw the frustration. Complexity was running over them, but the timeout's perfectly used by Big.
You don't want to walk into that, so they're coming back towards lobby, and oh, Faven.
That's the smoke. That's the smoke that we needed for Mini. And Grim might go pick it back up, but now they're aware of the reposition. Oh, these are not the duels.
Oh!
These are not the duels you want with the Glocks. Nicely done from Keto. Nicely done from Big. And Complexity is going to drop the opening pistol round of this third map.
Yeah, they wanted to put Floppy in behind the big box so we could cut off rotations back up from B, but...
Oh, but they're going to circumvent everything. They're going to go up heaven. Oh, Tabson watching for this. Tabson will have the information. Slow peek, lined up, low HP on Floppy. Grim gets the important trade. And now they're just going to head right up towards heaven.
Oh, Favin's down here inside of the site. He's got the incendiary deployed. That's going to keep Complexity at bay for the time being. Smoke came out. It's the one way they like to play with, and here they go. Favin's on goal. It's perfect. And it's going to be kills for Grim and JT rattling through as well. Just Crimbo now on an MP9 in a 1 versus 2.
Should be around for Complex. I was going to say it should be unlosable, but as we all know.
Yeah, that sometimes goes against you. Oh.
Nope, good this time.
That was good. Very solid from Grim.
Yeah, we know how Tabson's play, so we wanted to try to kill him or make him rotate and try to, like, you know, just trade him. And after that, try to get some reads to go to the right home side.
Yep.
It was not like just one game plan. It was like...
You had a couple different ideas?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this call is perfect, really. Floppy was the player that had to get down the vent, so he was able to pop out, get a kill, get down the vent.
He's not afraid to fight, you know?
Yeah.
Like I said, he's really confident. He's making plays.
And he should be. He's had an excellent group stage so far.
Tabson gets caught with the nade in hand. Very lucky to be alive, but it does set up a distraction for Crimbo to unleash his 5-7. And he will do exactly that, a kill on Floppy.
This is perfect. AK-47 is blown into the hand of Tabson as well, and with that smoke up, Complexity doesn't want to challenge, so you've got JT downstairs, who's now a free kill. Free-ish.
Yeah, well, the price suddenly rises, and JT fights for the kill and wins it against Keto. Now he's going back up towards Secret. We really have some crazy caster curses over the last few days, Jason. It's
It's been one of my trademarks. I've been trying to sell it to teams for a while now. That I can.
You have the power.
I can put a curse on teams.
Sick. Well, the smoke used to get rid of that top hut Molotov, and it's quick here for Complexity. A lot of speed behind this one, and Grim, he's quick to the kill. Tabson and Keto, though, work together and bring down Complexity inside of the sites. Just JT in the lobby. Nothing he can do now. Crimbo locks him in, and that's a round for Big. It looked pretty good for Complexity initially, but
Choose so much time off the clock. Now that buys time for Crimbo to get into position in the lower bomb site with the
chase.
Ooh, the hunt. Good job from Fang. A second headshot onto Faven.
That's good. That's well played. That's really well recovered from 2 players left for Big with 45 seconds left.
You can tell Complexity's got a decision to make, though. Do they want to go up the vents to the upper bomb site? And off this kill, okay, now they're going to go lower. Now they have to. Opening the door. They don't realize it's an AWPer, but Crimbo had given up the angle. That's a good adjustment. And now they can go for this Big. It's a 2-on-2. They've got kits, and they've got positioning. Floppy and Grim play against Tabson and Crimbo.
Oh, squeaky door swings wide open. Tabson looks for the fight and loses it. It's now only Crimbo. He made a solo play, Tabson, and leaves Crimbo in a really difficult, some would say impossible position. He'll try and leave ramp, but Grim has got him locked in here. His crosshairs in the right spot. That's going to be the 7th round.
They haven't even, again, another round, they didn't even put up a smoke wall, so this is really telegraphed for Big right now. Big is going to be extremely disappointed if they lose this round because they know exactly what's coming.
Faven, oh my goodness, what a shot from Floppy. He actually gets both of those entry kills, and now Keto plays up on the rafters. Tabson and Crimbo pulling a couple of kills back, but it's Keto that is undetected. They haven't spotted him yet, and that's the position that'll close the round. Molotov into main, just pure speed to get down the vent, and this time it's fine going down. Everybody's had a bit of a go, and Holzerk once again trying to join them, and will this time. Crimbo's rotated down from ramp. A good first kill on Fine, and Complexity continue to send forces in.
Floppy's bringing all his friends. He's like, I can get down vent whenever I want. Everyone come join up. Everyone come have a picnic.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's all gone wrong. Even aiming for the head. It's cruel and unusual.
Right now, Big just having to sit back, take their time.
Grim better get 2 if they want a chance.
And here goes the Galil. It's nothing, not a single kill. So just Holzerk and Floppy now. And 5 players from Big attempting to retake. All from the same side as they just run in. Smoke out to the control room window and double doors, making it pretty difficult. Holzerk's going to unleash bullets in towards that smoke. Takes out Taps and Defuse is being stuck again. They're not going to get to this. And Defuse can be held 7-7. Last round of the half coming up, and Floppy goes down right at the end as well.
That's the definition of spray and pray. And obviously finding JT as well, lurking in ramp room was rough.
Yeah.
Well, mimicking and showing a full set piece towards the upper bomb site and heading outside. Hyped is going to make them pay. Again, no smokes, and he's going to be accurate. 2 quick kills, and JT is trapped.
And they were nice shots, and Hyped is going to go get a 3rd. Just Floppy and Holzerk. And I'm sure they're cowering away. They don't want to go feed the beast. But Keto might hunt for them. He's going to play from in. He's going to let them come walking into his crosshair. Great shot from Floppy. He needs a lot more than that, and he will start that. The 2nd kill as he draws it back to 2 versus 3. And they've got the site now. Hyped is aggressive, and he loves to go for a fight, and he will. That's his 3rd kill. Or 4th, rather. And now Floppy left in the 1 versus 3. Hype will close the half with an ace. All 5 kills for the German AWPer, and Big will take a 1-round lead as we take a break for the 2nd.
Coming out of Big, and I mean, obviously, too, the fact that Big was able to beat them on at 16-12 doesn't bode well. Lobby crunch, lobby push, everyone's here, Dooley's ringing out, bunch of kills, Tabson's left in a 1v2. And would you look at this? Holzerk off to the side, double peek, he goes down, pissed around for Complexity.
All tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Important round.
Especially if this round goes clean for Complexity, right? Because then all of a sudden the money is in a really tough spot immediately.
Oh, big gap there. They moved before the smoke popped. And Holzerk's going to take that easy kill. A 2nd, a 3rd now. I am counting, but it's for a good reason. Holzerk's just killing every single player in front of him. And he wants a bit more. Oh my goodness. Easy kill for Holzerk. No issues there. Massacres them all, Jason.
Yeah, that's a shooting gallery, and that's like he's just playing AMAP. He's just warming up.
Ooh, hype. Ooh, the timing. I don't know how he hasn't been punished. Holzer. Oh, he's missed 2 shockers. They should have been lock-ins, but luckily Grim will bring 2 kills back almost immediately. And 25 seconds remain here for Big.
Yeah, and I think with Grim down low, like Big has to go towards the upper bomb site. This is really sketchy. They're going to have to go in through mini. JT's going to be here, but he's out in the open. One up in the rafters. Oh, JT, no man's land. That's got to be a win. A dink, but no kill. Now it's on Fang.
And Fang is in the rafters unchecked. Oh, no. Cannot wield the spray. And the bomb's going to go down. Complexity had it. Fang locked it in.
And this kind of stuff happen much more when you have a pressure moment.
Yeah.
You know, third map again, second half.
They can't go secret. So Fang's going to have a real chance to put a stop to this.
All right, here we go, Big. 15 seconds left. Attack into the side. Fine goes down. Oh, everybody's falling, but 1 kill from Floppy. Still up here. Bombs loose on the ground.
Hot
They're
player.
sprinting now, but it's Grim. Oh, what a shot at the time. I don't know if there's enough.
He got it.
No,
Oh,
there's
no.
not. There's no time for it. Complexity win the round. Oh my goodness, 1 second in it. He fumbled it just at the last second. It went from 4 to 3, and then he starts to plant.
Communication errors. I think people thought Fang was going to be covering outside way deeper. They didn't think they would be able to get mini. I think that was an issue with JT and the shotgun out in the open. But you're going to take any win you can get, but it doesn't feel like the fortunes have reversed at all.
Well, this is a frustration call sometimes. You just rush A, get into the site. Fang has killed himself, unfortunately. Tabson and Favin fighting back, and now a 4 versus 2. What a quick response from Big.
I think it's a wonderful call for so many reasons, and for Complexity, man, they can't stop these upper hits whatsoever. This is a real problem.
Individual player,
Right.
put like in the
You put it in the
Just
team
attack.
because everyone knows
Yeah.
exactly the route they run on these, what nades they throw. There's no creativity. It's just these are the nades you throw. This is where you look and settle on the shoulders of these 10 players and the 2 coaches.
Oh, look at Keto. Speed again. Back-to-back fast rounds from Big. Keto just running in with a Mac-10. They haven't seen him. And it's 2 kills for him before he finally falls. And JT, oh yeah, baby. The Mag-7 right into his hut. Hyped couldn't handle it. And it's still a 2 versus 2. 2 ups on both for the Complexity players. And the bomb is loose inside of the site. They can win this round.
It's all down to timing. Oh, that little jiggle. I think he was going to, even if he saw that player, he was going down to Faven inside the bomb site. Vent's not broken, which means Holzer can't make a play without giving up his position.
He's already put the camera on with the vents.
Listen, don't give Rushley too many props. He's going to get an ego.
It is, you know it is.
Oh, Holzerk's up the vent now. They know exactly where he's coming from. Oh, no scope! And he gets away!
No.
Oh, no way! No way! He's so close. He gets to win this. And a couple of missed shots. Holzerk's so low. Barely standing. And oh, so close to pulling off an incredible clutch. But it is just plucked away from him. 14 rounds for Big. Really, you even want a multi-kill out of him if you can. Keto getting pushed by 2 players. That's the first headshot. Sees the second player, and Keto brings down 2. You can't let that happen if you're Complexity, and Grim just goes wide into the fight. Hype will take him out, no problem. And that's going to be 15 rounds for Big. Holzerk smoked off, can't even really rattle a shot off.
And again, now the conversation happens about the money. Do you try and save these weapons? JT's not even going to get a chance to make that decision, and Holzerk's left alone with the op.
Holzerk need to be with this up and try to like fight someone and
Yeah,
try
we haven't seen aggressive plays from him the way we saw from Hyped.
to...
Something provided by him. Molotov out of position, stuck outside mini. Big might just be lining up an upper execute to try and just knock them out. Oh, right through the smoke. Perfect flashbang. It's executed to perfection.
And just Holzerk and Floppy remaining for Complexity in this competition. Big have battered them in the second half, left them bruised, and I think that bruise will last for a little while here for Complexity. Their confidence will certainly be dented after looking to build on their Katowice run. So coming here to Pro League as favorites in most of their matchups, it's Big that will continue forward. They'll take on the Movistar Riders later on today, and for Complexity, it is some disappointment.
Extreme disappointment for Complexity, and no chance at redemption, which is what they were really looking forward to today and having 2 matches, but that's been denied them. And for Big, you got to be very pleased considering the new opera into the team, looking pretty good so far. Everyone's happy, everyone's impressed.